You're looking live at Dover Motor Speedway for Racing Rate Tuesday night Thunder Series. Practice right now is wrapping up, and we have Bobby Blowers on in first right now, 23.550. Casey Wadjet in second, your points leader currently, and Louis Sharp in third right now.
Last week's winner, John Matthews in fourth. DJ Trout, third in points, sits in fifth.
And practice wrapping up there, some qualifying underway. And qualifying right now as DJ Trout on the racetrack. Got 2 laps here for qualifying. As most of the drivers could probably run the bottom of the racetrack here. But you want to hook the line here at Dover, just keep it to the bottom and stay out of the outside wall. So you can steer it, Jimmy Minch crossing line here shortly. And that puts John Matthews right now in pole position, last week's winner.
Minch a bit loose off two there. You will see that a lot tonight. Drivers getting loose off of turn number 2 and 4. We broadcasted the race here at Dover a few days ago on LRN, and we saw that all night. Spacey Wygant tops the board.
Can you improve on a lap time there? Flowers still has not set a lap time yet. He's pulling out the pit lane right now. And he does improve, but only by about 100th of a second. The 10.5 clear of Jimmy Minch in second.
Trout to second.
Bobby Blowers is right there. He's still in the pit lane. There's plenty of time to get his 2 laps in. There he goes. Tristan Bader goes 6th. Pull off to the side of the road. And Claviger across the line. He does improve big time. 2 points right there, but does not improve his position. He stays in 5th.
Pietro Sharp a bit loose in 3 there. Gonna mess up her lap. Her winner at Montreal a few weeks ago sits at the bottom of the leaderboard. Actually, nope, just went up to 4th.
Flowers starting his first lap. He was fastest in practice. We'll see if he can go full position here tonight at Dover.
A lot of drivers running the top in 3 and just cutting back down in 4. Flowers, he will end up 7th.
Not a great first lap. He's not gone pole yet. His 3 second place starts here. He has first pole here tonight in the Monster Mile.
Stays low in 3 there.
It's not get it. Wow. Very close there. 19 thousandths of a second between him and Pacey Wadjet.
Last week's second place finisher will start second as of now. A little over a minute left in qualifying.
Angel Santiago in his final lap here through 3 and 4.
This is
24 flat.
This is Santiago's favorite track, so starting 8th.
Looks like that's gonna be it for qualifying. So Pete Wagent will be on its race. Qualifying wrapping up right now. No one else on deck. Time running down now. As there is officially Pacey Wagent on pole position. Right now, running up good lap race, 100 miles here. There's the capital of Delaware. We got Pacey Wagent on pole position on the outside of him. Bobby Blowers in second. DJ Trout in third. Jimmy Minch fourth. Billy Sharp fifth. John Matthews sixth. Last week's winner. Ian Clavett seventh. Angel Santiago eighth. Kristen Bear ninth. Richard Ode 10th. Rounding out your field, you'll be Greg Pillar in 11th and Casey Ellis in that 12th place position.
This is Pacey Wagent's fourth pole of the season. He had a 3-race stretch in November and December, getting 3 poles in a row at Montreal, Texas, and Chicagoland, but hasn't had one in the last 3 races. Started 15th at Richmond, the only other short track we've been to this season. Started 15th there, and then he started second at Charlotte last week, or not last week, 2 weeks ago, Daytona. Last week, he started at third. Led the most laps, but crashed out on the final lap in the big one. Finished 14th. His points lead got cut in half to Bobby Blowers, and he looks to bounce back.
Yeah, Blowers had a good qualifying, good practice here, so his lap times are there. See if you can capitalize on it here in these next 20 laps. So they finally go pacing through 1 and 2 here. So what are your keys to the race here, Aaron?
My keys to the race, after seeing the race here at Dover on El Around a few days ago, you gotta avoid getting loose and spinning, or avoid hitting the wall off turns 2 and 4. Those are going to be the problematic areas tonight. Not a lot of room on the bottom of the racetrack to save the car. We saw some saves, but definitely a lot of spins and just getting to the wall. Also, this outside lane is going to be the place to defend and pass. This race really gets strung out the more we go on, and that will make restarts more important.
Also, another thing to note, the tire spin off the restarts too could be a factor, probably not on the first restart. As green flag is out and away we go here at Dover. There's a dead heat through turn 1. Flowers up top. Watching the clear. Yes, he does. Trout gonna try to take advantage of that one.
Right now, 1, 2, 3 in points. 1, 2, 3 right here.
Yep, clean restart so far. Single foul throughout the whole field.
Jimmy Mink, 4th place in points, just past Dean Clavin this past race. He's up to 4th now. John Matthews, last week's winner, in 5th.
right now, there's not a single foul for now. No one's really making a move yet. Top 5 position. Here they come to the inside. Sneak Private and Angel
For the
Santiago up
lead,
to 6.
Trout on Wygen. He'll take the lead here. See if Casey looks to the inside. He will in a turn 1. Trout getting the run off that banking. Mostly as Flowers runs up the track a little bit in turn 2, almost in the wall. Casey Wygen, he's been known to save his tires on the on these long runs we typically have early on in the race. So I don't know if he's just hanging back right now, allowing DJ Trout to pass him, just not throwing the race too much here on lap number 5.
You know, see how good Trout can save his tires. One car on the outside wall. I've been John Matthews there. Flips the outside wall for 2. Cars aren't the most loose here at Dover. Pretty tight off the exit of the corners, so that'd be my fault. There's outside walls. Elijah looking to the back bumper of Trout. They're in a car link there. 1 and 2.
Santiago the inside of Minch. In
Minch in the outside
wall.
wall. Make him sharp behind and also Clavet.
Yeah, they got them together a little bit, looks like, in turn 2.
Santiago moving his way up through the field right now. Almost up to 4th if he can make the move around Jimmy Minch.
Watching up the track goes Wygen to the race lead, down the back straightaway into 3.
Clears him. Santiago. Not able to get around Jimmy Minch there, but the top 5 are very close. Actually, the whole field's pretty much under blanket. Here comes Santiago again.
Got the sharp, a little bit loose. Santiago all the way up the 3rd. Has to be the biggest mover so far in the race. This is their favorite track for a reason.
Ooh, Minch way up the racetrack he goes. Moves down the 6th, Sharp up the 5th.
Santiago in the wall off 4.
He has all single foul, nose to tail pretty much the whole field. No one's been able to get away at all tonight.
Now, we've seen turn 4 be the problem spot early on in this race. A lot of drivers hitting the wall off 4, getting loose. Same thing in turn 2, but not so much.
And once these tires start to wear out a little bit, we'll see some more spread out action here.
Car
Here
just be
comes
hard to control.
Santiago up to 2nd.
Really got to be careful going side by side, especially off these corners. We've seen cars almost come together. Is Trout able to use the outside lane to hold him off? And he has a big
Santiago
run.
gets in the wall.
Trout to the inside for Wygen, excuse me, for the lead. Wygen going to look to cross him over here. Doesn't have too much of a run. Flowers enters the picture. Wygen more mid-corner speed. Has the run off exit.
Tires starting to come in here. The field's spreading a little out here. Top 3 pulling away.
Mitch sends it into the corner there on turn one, makes it stick. Santiago almost to the wall too.
They've tapped it slightly higher on the outside wall, but eventually outside lane again. See if it works for him this time. Looks like it might. We'll see. He gets in the wall though. Travis got to avoid him. There he goes to the inside bench. Trout got around Pacey Widger up in front. Yeah, real quick look at how that happened. Focusing on the back. We got around it earlier, but here comes Pacey Widger inside yet again. Clear he goes, and here comes Blowers. Going to take advantage of that one.
And here comes the rest of the field too. Santiago closing in, followed by Pietro Sharp. Sends it into the corner, washes up a little bit, did not make it stick. Lap to the inside of Sharp. He
And
gets
also,
back in line.
the fuel window is 50% here tonight. Not sure exactly how many laps that would be. I would say it roughly puts you around 40 or so laps here at Dover, give or take.
Pietro Sharp diving low on Santiago. Santiago giving her plenty of room. And she'll make the pass.
You know, a lot of comers and goers, but the top three have pretty much remained the same. Not exactly in the same order, but definitely in the same top three positions.
Pietro Sharp is closing in on these leaders. Wygent pulling away a little bit on the top two for the rest of the field. Santiago in the wall up too. Again, he's hit that wall multiple times tonight.
Santiago back, get passed by Clavitt, now Mitch to the inside. Santiago keeps position there. Back out front, Pacey Wide was still in the race lead here on lap 20, so one pick of the way through. And we've seen a lot of, I thought it would be a little bit more spread out than this, honestly, the first 20 laps, but I think with how tight it is, it's kind of hard to pull away unless those tires start to really wear out.
Trout and Flowers have done a good job of not letting Weinstein get out too far, putting the pressure on him. You also got to make sure you don't burn up your stuff early on in this run.
I think Wygen's been good at that all season long, and he's out in front with some clean air, so I think that really helps that 0-0 machine. Maintain his tires and overheat the right front.
Get your sharp on the wall off too.
I think Blowers also maybe got on the outside wall there also.
Trout's gonna dime in the corner here.
Great exit though. You gotta think about it, but he thinks better that he stays behind for now.
He's been dominating the corners like a little. You can barely tell. He really hooks the inside line through the entry here. Turns 1 and 3. And then he goes up high about half a lane. And then he goes back to the bottom on corner exit. Hasn't been working too much for him. That's why he tried running up high 2 laps ago. He's really got a good run there. Right on the back bumper of Wygent. Right after I say that, Wygent pulls about a half a car length more on him. He's in the wall across the start-finish line. Now Blowers all on the back bumper of Trout.
How aggressive will he be here according to this run? Or according to the race? Ooh, Trout way up the racetrack. I think he might have made a mistake there. Here's Blowers on the inside, but he's going to exit off of 4. He stays in front for now, but Wygent now pulling away from the rest of these 4 drivers. And Clavitt's on the inside lane with Sharp.
Dean Clavitt slowly catching these top four.
Yeah, the
As
top
they,
five have really pulled away from the rest of the field. It's just like Tyler, as Wyden goes wide. Not sure if he meant to do that.
I think he's just trying to find something different.
Clavitt gets by Sharp. He's up to fourth place now. As one driver down pulling. It's John Matthews, last week's Daytona winner. But Wyden pulling away big time now over Trout.
I think Trout may have hit the wall off of 4 there. He has fallen way back this last lap.
Clavitt sticking his nose for that third place spot.
Yeah, he's held up Flowers too, and that's just really cost him. Flowers trying to get around Trout.
He's out the outside. He's ahead of him, so he should clear him off at turn 2. Now Wyden's so far ahead.
Way up the track, Flowers is. He was just too high up the corner, and he clipped the wall. Dean Clavitt slowly is working his way through the field. Almost contact between Trout and Pietro Sharp. Pietro Sharp in the wall.
As a single file back out now, Bobby Blauer's got to chase down Pacey Wyden here. When
Yeah,
will the
Wyden's
pit stops
loving
happen also?
Wyden loving what he's seeing in the mirror right now.
And Blauer's saving enough tires behind Pacey Wyden and DJ Trout.
Yeah, I'm thinking that Trout just used up too much of his stuff early on in the race.
Ooh, Clavin the outside wall hard. Off of 4. Blauer slowly gaining some time on Pacey Wyden last time, but he was about 2 tenths quicker than our race leader. Joel Santiago down pit lane. Maybe this is when pit stops could be happening soon. Next 5 or so laps. Santiago was out front for the first half of this run here, but fell back late. Down
Yeah,
on pit lane.
He hit the wall so many times. I wonder if that had something to do with it.
Yeah, they all do have fast repair. Santiago elects to not use his fast repair there. Go back up to the top 5 here. Will anyone come down pit lane? Doesn't look like it yet. Will this be a 2-stop race or 1-stop race here? We go about 15 more laps, so it'll be a 1-stop race. Maybe someone will make a 2-stop strategy call here.
So over the course of this run, Wyden
Flowers is closing right now.
yeah, Wyden has just started moving up higher in the corners. Ooh, Flowers in the wall there. Right after you say he's closing in.
Still down within 5 tenths. It was about a second between those two, but now it's down to half a second. There's Jimmy Minch down pit lane, Richard O down pit lane. I think pit stops happen here shortly. Then will the top 5 come down pit lane? Ooh, Clive
Ooh.
Harding wall. Really smacked that right side of his car. Right. Really severe there. That 56 machine. I see too much visual damage there. His right front looks pretty good, so hopefully that's a good sign. Oh, here he comes. Down pit lane goes the 56 machine. Top 38, so it's going to be a 2-stop strategy here if they go green the rest of the way.
You lose about 2 laps pitting under green. Flowers continues to close in and hit the wall at the same time.
On the top 4 take for the pit lane, so I have 2 laps on those guys. Tires are falling about a second a lap, so a sharp action on pit lane. Did not see that. Really put your sharp down pit lane. Ooh, Santiago on the outside wall. He has new tires there. Running around
Got him with
Minch.
Minch.
These
We've
two are on
been
the
held up.
These two are on the same lap here. There's a 3 wide with Trout. As here comes Bobby Blowers.
Trout kneeling in the wall off 3. Or off 2.
Here comes lap traffic passing these guys.
Trout did come down pit road. Actually, no, he just fell way back.
Yeah, he is down pit lane here.
There it is.
Top 2 still on pit yet. When will they come down pit lane? Being passed by lap traffic here. Wygen looking like he's going to be on pit lane this time by, and so is Blowers. No one has sped so far in pit lane. Everyone makes it cleanly on the pit road.
Blowers.
Ooh, he actually hits Wygen there on entry.
Yeah. Will
We'll
that be
see.
a speeding penalty for either of these drivers?
That could have boosted Wygen's speed up there. As Craig Pillar stays out and Tristan Bayer coming down pit lane here. So Pillar, the only driver seen out here. On 42 lap old tires. Come out first, and Trout coming off pit lane right now. Here's Clavett right beside him, passing him. There's Lloyd Pichard getting around DJ Trout. Following to the bit of stall right there in the first stall and the second stall.
Should be 4 tires and fuel for these guys. I don't know why it wouldn't be.
If there's a penalty for either of these drivers. Drops Jack, and the others not. They go off pit lane cleanly.
See how
Wygen
See
did
how-
use his fast repair though. Same with Bobby Blowers, so both of them using their fast repair. Team Claret has race lead for now once Greg Pillar pits.
the entire field a lap down except for Pillar.
As Jimmy Mitch gets by pace of Wygen, DJ Trout splits between Wygen and Blowers. As they will have to bet one more time around lap 80 or so. Maybe 75.
And Trout about 2-3 laps older tires than
Here comes Pillar down pit lane. Dean Clavet will take the race lead here once everything cycles through. How long will it last? Well, seems like it might last a while. He's only about 2/10. He's actually faster than Lewis Sharp, who's right behind him. So maybe new tires aren't as big an advantage as you might think. But we will see.
definitely as the run goes on, we'll start to see it more. So Wygen opening up on Trout or over Trout. Dean Clavet has officially taken the race lead. It's Greg Pillar on pit road. These Blowers right on the back bumper of Trout here. Flowers diving in the corner board, gets the run on exit. Trout into the wall into turn
There's
1.
Trout though.
Yes, surrendered the position to Blowers.
Clavet has a 3-second lead over Lewis Sharp. Sharp has about 2-second lead over Minch, and Casey Wygen was right behind Jimmy Minch there. About 5.5 seconds back from our race leader.
We would like to see a lap comparison for Clavet and Pietro Sharp. See how much she is closing in, if at all, on the race leader being Clavet.
We lost our graphics here for this moment, but we're still on the racetrack. Clavet's still your leader, and Casey Ellis behind him a lap down. We're looking through some lap traffic here with Greg Pillar. There we go. back now. Sorry about that. But Clavitt's still ahead of Lopez Sharp, and he hasn't really gained too much time on that 56 machine. We'll see if she can do so here. That hasn't looked good yet. There's Pacey Wise in the back down there, about a second back from Sharp. Pacey Wise now closing the gap on Lopez Sharp here. 52 laps into this race, 48 to go. Clavitt looking like a good strategy call here for our 56 machines. Pillar Renwall on Bobby Flowers. Sharp getting chased down by Wygen. Only a matter of time before she gets caught. Down the back straightaway, they're not really catching a lot of time on Dean Clavitt. Only a few tenths a lap. And I just don't know if it's enough time to maybe you buy him here, especially with the lap traffic being involved and all the slow work cars in front of Casey Wygen now.
You do have to hit again. That's another thing to keep in mind.
Right now, Dean Clavitt's strategy looking really good as a 3-second lead over Sharp.
We saw Greg Pillar making about 43, 44 laps on his run. So we should see another pit stop around lap 80, 85.
Yeah, I would assume they come in a little earlier than that so they have a little bit of time to pick up those positions with the new tires. Maybe laps 75, 80, I would bet. We'll see how it plays out.
The back bumper, Sharp to the inside in 3. Sharp just trying to dime the corner a lot. Wygen wrapped the bottom and got his way around. Wygen on a few lap better tires than that 71 car, able to put her in the rear view mirror and pull away.
See how much he can gain on Clavitt here in these next few laps. It's about 2.2 seconds back. He was 3 tenths quicker last time by. About 6 laps would do it. 6 to laps. You're at that pace. Here comes Blowers out to the inside for that 3rd place spot.
Almost a bump there. Blowers on the 71 with the Sharp. Ours ran a lane up, try to get the run on the crossover.
Not enough, but here he comes on the inside. He'll be able to do it this time by. Yep, and there he goes easily around as he's up to 3rd place. And Pacey Wygen closing down the gap between him and Dean Clavitt.
I noticed here tonight, these drivers have done a good job of not getting too loose off the corner. We have seen some drivers get loose, but it's just not as much as we've seen here before in other series.
I think it might be the car and maybe the fuel, because
yeah,
the less fuel you have in the car, the tighter the car will be. So 50% fuel, about 9 gallons. I don't know exactly how much a gallon of fuel weighs. I think it's around 6-7 pounds maybe. So I mean, it might not seem like a lot compared to a stock car, but it's a good percentage. It definitely feels different if you've ever driven it before. I think that's why you see a lot of the drivers a little bit more tight than loose here tonight.
Pacey Wygen slowly closing the gap on Clavitt. Down to 7 tenths.
How aggressive will Clavitt be though?
The only other short track we've been to was Richmond on December 17th for race 5. KZ Wygant won that
Oh, climbing
race.
the wall.
Clavitt led 6 laps that night, but went on to finish 10th place. The driver who actually led the most laps that race was DJ Trout, currently in 5th.
Yeah, Dover and Richmond, very two different racetracks, but um, it was kind of a, I don't know,
It's
it's
a
kind
mixture of
of
a short track and
a intermediate.
intermediate track.
It's kind of not mid-range, you know. It drives more like an intermediate with the speeds, but I mean, the tire and the driving style is hard to pass, and I think it's more that China drives like a short track also at the same time. Comes Clavitt. He's got block low, maybe, no? Stays middle. Let basically from the inside. Crossing line. Wygant leads that lap, so officially the race leader once again here, lap 65. I've
Uh,
had
but
no chance of being around him with these old tires.
yeah, you can only do so much, especially with hitting the wall pretty good there 2 laps ago. Got
That's
the sharp down
down.
pit road.
All there with about 35 to go. Not
Yeah,
a terrible
I've-
time to pit though. 35 laps to go. You have enough time to use up your tires a little bit here and there.
Mhm.
We'll see how that plays out for that Formula 1 machine. Comes Clavitt down pit lane. Make sure he makes it there. It looks like he does. A little loose, but he's 6 down pit lane. Bobby Blowers has clean air right in front of him. Is Pacey Wygant about half a second between the two drivers. Flowers just catching late in the run before. Will he catch this time also?
Trout down pit road in from 3rd place. Clavitt should be wrapping up by now. Says he's still on it. There he goes.
And Sharp actually took 2 tires there. Interesting call. With how tight this car has been all night long, that could be the winning move there. Will Trout do the same here in Richard Ode? Noticing a 4 tire stop for Trout. So Sharp taking 2. Interesting strategy call. What do you think of it?
I mean, I think it's good just to get track position. We saw Clavitt able to hold on, say, for about 20 laps or so before Wygant finally got to him.
And also
But
you have a
you're just gonna
faster
be-
pit lane too.
Yeah, you're just going to be slower, though, without 2 fresh tires. So I don't know how good that will work as Trout slots
Yeah, we
in
haven't seen
behind
anyone
Flowers.
else go 2 tires, so it's the first time tonight. We'll see how it plays out for that 71 machine, and I think, I mean, depends on how tight the race car is. If you like it a little bit looser, taking 2 tires might not be the worst strategy there.
Just trying something different with their Sharp currently 6th in points. So you can see the difference of new tires right there. Trout flying by. Jimmy Minch down pit road.
Definitely a 4th place spot. With 103 laps to go, when will these drivers come down pit lane?
So Wygant make it 41 laps around with Flowers behind him. They both have the same strategy.
They actually hit each other on pit lane. That's how close they were on entry. Both taking faster pairs, so they better hope that they don't get wrecked on the pit lane this time also.
Based on their first stint, expect these drivers to go down with 18 to go. But like you said earlier, they could come before that just so they can use up more of their fresh tires instead of having it be too late to catch up.
And I'm surprised they haven't came in this time yet. Before, I mean, we saw how much Team Clavitt could hold on to the race lead. And he pitted a little early. I mean, if you pit here too late, you're not gonna have enough time to catch up to Team Clavitt or Lily Pierre Sharp. I expect to come out this time by. I mean, gives them enough time to catch up, get the tires, and maybe get the race win here tonight. Maybe they're trying to stay out longer and get caution also. Strategy there.
It's been pretty clean tonight. I wouldn't expect one.
Yeah, but with all these drivers on new tires, old tires, you never really know. But he has been pretty clean here tonight also. The track known for kind of a demo derby sometime.
Seen late in these runs, Wyden start to run a little higher than he usually does.
Power is loose.
Why is it really opening up on Flowers this past lap? Flowers down pit road from second. Wygen stays out. Different strategy now.
Expecting Wygen to pit this time. Side by side of the lap traffic, this could slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, letting Santiago by.
Here comes Lily Pierre Sharp. Team Clavitt not too far behind. He has about 2 fresh tires in Sharp, and he has 4 tires in total. New tires.
Wygen down pit road now.
Here we come.
So Flowers beats him down pit road by a lap. See how much that will play out.
Based on the lap times, it's about 1 second in new tires. Looks like right side's only for Blowers. It's actually, he's way behind. He has a terrible pit stop. He's way behind Sharp, Trout, Clavitt. He's about 6 seconds behind DJ Trout in 4th place. This Sharp has Wygen down through his box. I don't know if they have enough time to catch these guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really, really shocking, as we've seen these drivers before in LRN make these pit strategies to win the race, and it doesn't look like it's going to be a factor tonight.
The gap is almost 12 seconds between them and the leader with 20 laps to go. That's almost impossible. It's more than half a second a lap. It's doable, but with the traffic in front of you, I just don't think it's possible.
Oh, Blowers cold tires almost spins
also,
it off forward.
he only has right side tires, so it's going to be a little looser there.
So Pierre Sharp take 2 on the same strategy. Feeling lap traffic there. Pierre Sharp in the wall. Dirty air from the 01 of Christian Bayer. Not what you want to have to deal with as the race leader.
Clavitt's still not able to capitalize on that one. He's still 1.2 seconds back from Sharp.
Yeah, having to battle Casey Ellis.
There's
Just 2
Wygen right
laps.
now, flying right now. They actually might be able to do it here. About second quicker than Williams Sharp, Abbott, and Trout. Will be enough though, and will these tires last?
Stall lap traffic giving trouble to these leaders, so I don't know how quick Flowers and Weizen will be able to get around them. Flowers a bit loose there. Corrects it off the floor. He's really just using the most out of his race car right now. Still loose a bit. Victor Sharp opening up her lead over Clavitt.
Trout closing now on Clavitt though. Looks like Sharp with a winning strategy right now, out in front with 13 laps to go. 5 seconds over Flowers, but Wygen and Flowers up together here. Wygen getting around Flowers here. Then 4.5 seconds of Sharp. Wygen on the outside hall. He has to get about half a second a lap to get up to low pure Sharp, but he still has to pass 2 drivers ahead of him. Team Clavitt and TJ Trout. There's Flowers using around Clavitt. Wygen got around him easily. Because Wygen is a man on the mission with 9 to go this time by. And he closes the gap. 2.5 between him and Sharp. Trout stands in his way. Trout goes high. Wygen with the crossover move. Side by side for second. And Wygen clears. 8 to go. 8 miles. And Wygen do it here. Looks like he has the speed. I'm very surprised he was able to do it. I mean, I thought he was just so far back, but the tires are really wearing here late in this race.
Roger really wants to avenge the finish he had last week. Led the most laps, but involved in the big one on the final lap.
We have sound the 710s. He's easily going to be able to get around Sharp. Flowers is way too far back. He even has 2 right side tires. It's going to be a little slower than Casey Wygen here. Off of 4.6 to go. And 2 car lengths now. Inside, he backs out of it. Gap is there. Wygen side by side for the race lead. He's going to easily be able to book it. Turn 3 and 4 and clear for the race lead.
See if Victor Sharp's able to hang on for second. Saw Flowers in the wall off too that last time by. You know, he's been using the most out of his car, getting loose consistently off the corners.
We'll see what you can do. He's about 1.3 seconds back. It's a little tight off it. Through their exit. Also a lot of time on the back straightaway. The Sharp looking good right now over Blowers. 3.5 to go. Flowers basically has to be perfect here if he wants even a chance at that second place spot. Wajin out in front by 1.5 seconds. Off of turn 4 here, 2 to go. Wajin with a huge lead as Flowers is closing now, in the wall again with 2 laps to go. 8/10 is the gap between him and second. Can you get there this time? Wajin off of 4, gotta take the white flag this time by. We have a caution-free 100-lap race here. Off of turn 2, looking clean green.
YG just ran the race he needed to tonight, especially after last week, like I said earlier. Another dominating performance for our points leader. He takes the checkered flag here at Dover.
That's his 4th win of the season. He's won 3 of the last 4 races here so far in the series.
Should open up his points lead over Bowers a little bit. Bowers coming in third behind Pietro Sharp. Bowers led the most laps tonight. Or excuse me, Wygent led the most laps tonight. Bowers not able to lead a single lap, so Wygent does get the extra bonus points. He'll burn it down here on the front straightaway.
As we take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our top 3 interviews. We're back here live at Dover Motor Speedway. We speak to our top 3 after we look at the final results here for tonight's race. Dover at 100. Casey Wajent round first position here. Little Sharp second. 5 Lars third. Good job. 5 at 5th. Jimmy Minch 6th. Interesting. Casey Ellison. Justin Bay around the top 10. Greg Piller and John Matthews out 11th and 12th. speak to her right now. Budget over one. Hello, Pacey. I copy.
Yeah, I got you.
What a strategy call that was there. Didn't know if you're gonna be able to do it. You're about 12 seconds back from Sharp once exiting pit lane, with about 20 or so laps to go. Talk us through that last 20 laps.
Uh, I wasn't exactly sure that I had made the right call by putting 4 tires on it. I didn't really know what I was doing. I just know that 9 times out of 10 here you want to be on the fresher tires at the end, and so I stuck to my gut and I just ran as hard as I could the entire time for those last 20 laps.
Yeah, you put on a really good show there. Those last 20 laps, passing about 4 or 5 people there for a position. Anyone that think for tonight's win?
Yeah, I gotta shout out PBR. Good group of guys. Shout out to Ayers Design for putting the refs on the car. Shout out to you guys for broadcasting each and every week. It's always fun to go back and watch. I'd like to personally thank Casey Ellis for sending me the old direct drive wheel. Finally, this was my first race. I got it roughly 4 hours ago, so that was kind of cool. And yeah, just any fans out there, and everybody for keeping it clean tonight.
Yeah, with a great win here tonight. You won 3 of the last 4, except Daytona, which always has something that happens usually. But great results here these past few races.
Yeah, thank you.
That was Pacey Wadjet in that first place spot. Here's speaking second place finisher. Hello, Lo, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got a copy.
You round out in second place. Talk us through that 2 tire stop there at the end with 35 laps to go. How difficult was it?
I was planning to do with like, I don't know, 20 to go, but then I realized that's about the same time Pacey would be pitting and I'd lose my chance because I was giving up so much time in my second run to look after his left side for the 2 tires. But unsurprisingly, it was tighter than expected. I would have thought it would at least loosen it up a little, but no,
Yeah,
it was
it's
damn tight.
usually what that 2 tires strategy does. Usually loosens it up, but still finished second here tonight at Dover, so great result for you. Anyone like to thank for tonight's good run?
Bowie for paying for the car. Thank you. Ring Taxi, Demon Tweaks for being sponsors of Turn 1, Turn 1 themselves for being on the car. Great team that I drive for, and Dean for putting on the league. So
Yep, congrats on your second place here tonight at Dover.
thank you.
Third place driver here, Bobby Blowers. Hello, Bobby, you got a copy?
Yeah.
You round yourself off in third place here with a kind of risky strategy there late with 20 to go, taking 2. You kind of regret that decision, or do you think that was really the only chance you had of winning?
I didn't know what to do, and I figured with it being that late in the race, I didn't know if 4 was going to be able to get the time back that he would lose on pit road, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, I guess.
We still finished in third, so not the best result for you over Wygen, which is your championship rival, but still third place, pretty good. Anyone like thank for tonight's good run?
BBR Racing, 213simware.com, revsimshop.com, Blink Designs, you guys in the booth, and all my friends.
Well, congrats on your third place run here at Dover.
Yeah, thank you.
That was our thread there. Overall, pretty good race here tonight at Dover. A lot clean. I don't think we saw anyone spinning at all on the pit lane, off the pit lane, on the racetrack at all.
Except for Bowers getting into
Yeah.
YGent there on that one. Saw Clavitt almost overshoot pit road, but he luckily saved it. And just saw a few drivers have problems hitting the outside wall exiting turn 2 and 4 tonight. Saw that happen a lot. YGent, Flowers, Trout controlled the race. And Next up here on LRN tomorrow, got the Superstar ARCA Cup Series at Texas, the season finale for that. This Friday, it's the NAOR Cup Series All-Star Race at Talladega. Saturday, Bolt Racing League Grand National Series at Lime Rock Park. Sunday, the Stampede Racing League goes to Atlanta. And then next week, for Tuesday Night Thunder for the Bolt Racing League, it is Watkins Glen.
Yeah, so some road courses and some ways kind of, and also a championship race. So very good group reunion there. So tomorrow night, Texas.